Hello and welcome. So today we are looking at graphs again and PDFs, and hopefully I'll be able to do something. So last time we were looking at doing redoing the PDF parsing script that I've written in Rust, so hopefully it runs a bit faster. But that hasn't worked yet. Hopefully it will at some point. But at the moment, what I want to do is I want to make the what we've got work. So let's just see here. I will show you the problem. Alright. So this is what I've currently got displaying what's in the database. So as you can see, we get lots of these weird random blobs, and there's some more down here. And depending on what you search, sometimes these come up a lot. You can see, for example, here, I suspect that loads of these blobs are on one page, and I suspect that it's in these graphs. For example, you can see when you zoom in, some of them stay very sharp, but some of them go blurry, and that's because they're not drawings, but they're just actual images. So the green circle and the cross and all of these, and we don't want those because it's very annoying. So basically the plan is to go over the the plan is, when we're going over all of the images, instead of just exporting all of them, that we only export the ones that are over a certain size. And I think we can do that because all of these sort of nuisance images are these tiny dots, basically. But all of the images we care on will probably be at least 10 or 100 times bigger. So it should be able to put quite a nice threshold in. You know, for example, it would be an image like this. So that's obviously a lot bigger than one of those tiny dots. So let's see now. So here is the code from last time. We have a Python script that basically what it does is it runs this process rasters function on every page of every paper that we feed into it. So the first thing that we want to do is we only want one URL, because otherwise it's going to take absolutely forever. So what I think I'm going to do is this paper here has lots of them, and it also has this image. It has other images as well. So I think this would be a really good one to test. So what I want to do is just bring up a random thing, and then instead of all of this, I'm just going to do link equals, and then I'm just going to copy it. And then I should be able to get rid of that and bring that in. So because we're using the walrus operator, which is basically if let, I just want to get rid of that because I know it's there. So oh no, I don't even need that. Process. So this process paper page returns right. So what I actually need to do is, because of the way I've written it, this you can't just give it PDF URLs. So what I've done, which is a bit janky, but the file name here has the link from Aspo France in it. So if what I do is go Aspo France, I can then look for this world NGL production. Let's try. I know it needs to be on here somewhere. I could try world NGL. That. So is that télécharger? Ah, yes, that's the one. So it's a bit clumsy. Should probably fix that. But there we are. Right. So we want it to scrape that, and then it should download that PDF, and then this is a weird code because I was getting seg faults. I don't know whether to look at that. I don't need to count. Right, so this is currently running on a Linux container in oh, I'll make it bigger. I forgot to do that. So this code is currently running on a Linux container, just running Apache on Proxmox, which is why I can run this. So this is just running on Apache on the LAN. So then anybody here can have a look. So which is why it's bin/activate instead of scripts /activate. Anyway, so now we're on. So now we just want Python scratch.py. So let's see if that works. I've just realised it's going to be. Yes, that doesn't matter. I should change the data. This folder here is what's currently in use. So what I should do is right. So in here, the way that I've done it is this script is in an apps directory, and then here, and then I have this I have a symlink from Apache to that data folder, which means that Apache can serve the images, so you can see it in the graph. So what I want to do is I want to rename data to be if I call it data prod or something like that, because that's what's currently being used. Yes, that's good. So then I need to, well, I can just, so if I just rm, if I go rm data, that removes the symlink, and then it's ln, I think, ln source destination, ln -s, and then /apps, energy stats, pdf parsing, data prod, and then /var /blub /energy stats code /data, and voila, and hopefully that all still works. Otherwise it would, well, I can just show you if I do rm data again. Now, oh, this is, yeah, it doesn't like it. Everything else still works, but it just doesn't know where the images are, rather, and it still has the links and stuff because that's all in the database, not in the files. Right, okay, so want that back, and now it's all working again. Excellent. So, and hopefully it shouldn't have any problem with the directories not being there, because on each document I've got this make directories function, and that just creates the paths, and there's a there's a method on path that makes all the parents directories, well, it makes the directory, and you can set parents equals true, so that's useful. Right, so let's try again. Maybe it needs, oh no, hold on. But maybe the scraping. Yes, that's why the scraping doesn't do that. So, okay, I guess I'll just have to make a papers. Directory. So there we are. Only really need one. So that took 5 seconds to download and scrape one paper. So what we can do is we can have a look here. So the drawings will be fine, but in the rasters we've got loads of these tiny things. So what I'm then want to do is, in the parsing logic, in the rasters, what we have is for each image, well, we can get the image rect, and so what I could do is I could do image bound equals page dot image rex, and I think it was because the, let's do the just going onto the documentation. So just trying to find the okay, so in the docs, in the document, we have we should have get images. No? Oh, those not searchable. Because it's, oh no, it's page, right? Okay, so pages. Oh, where's the page? Right, so blah blah blah. So here there should be get images, which returns the reference, and if I remember correctly, because if you print that, remember that if we just try, where are we? If we just print page dot get image rex and then image. Oh no, because you need the ID. That's why it is. Because if we, let me just comment that out. If we print image, you'll see that they have a bunch of different parameters, and the first one I think is the ID. So that's what we want to get. So if we just do that, I think we. I thought that errored. Maybe it's because I don't. That's weird. Oh well. So I guess we can. So hopefully, if we do here, image bound. This should still work. Oh wait, where's the? Ah, no, we still need that 0 there because I guess it returns a list of. So now if we go in, yeah, those are all still there. So what we want to do then is, don't need that, but we want to, on here, we want to find the rect object. So let's try and see if we can find the get image rect. Ah, there we are. So what we want is get area. Seems fairly straightforward. So let's put image bound dot dot get area. List object. Oh, I need to. Right. So what I should do is get rid of that, and I should add that there. I guess. Yeah. You see before here this. Oh, that's. No, that's. Is working. It's very. Let's just delete everything in that. What's that? Oh no. Right. So now there's. Date. Huh. Oh, I'm in the wrong. Oh, that was stupid. Can you delete through a symbolic link? I don't know, are those broken? Let's see. No, they still seem to work. That's good. Right, so I cd. Right, so what I want to do is I want to go data slash images. That should work. Data slash images slash world there we are. Okay. So this seems very promising. So we've got see, we go into the tens of thousands, and then we have usually in the. So if I think if I set it to be about 1,000, I think we'll be pretty safe. So here, I'm just gonna do if image bound dot get area is less than 1,000, we want to continue. Let's try again. So now if we look in the drawings, no, not the drawings, you want the rasters. Excellent. So, and let's see, in the parse they're also inserted into the database there, so I think that all works out. So that's basically working. Let's check the if I from test graph, it will have inserted loads because I'm just doing the same thing over and over, but I think, yeah, it's only done that once. So if I go right, okay, so now if I do this, I do this again, we just have those 52, and we won't have, let me just do let me just select the image path. So yeah, so you can see it's doing it properly, and it's not putting in all of those stupid things on page 1. Right, so that's working in the database fine. So now what the hope is, if I then go to run.py, now I'll try commenting this out, I might not get a segfault this time, I don't know. If I truncate it, oh no, where's my, Oh, here it is. So truncate test paper and right. So that's all set up. Then I'll just remove all of that stuff. So that's probably fine. I don't think it makes any difference. I'll do that. So now, if I run the Python, if I do run.py, let's see if this works. Because then what it should be doing is dumping everything into that new folder, and that's stupid, I still got the print statements in. Don't want that. Okay, let's right, okay. That's all cleaned. Let's try again. As I think I mentioned before, this does take quite a while. So at the moment, the first thing it does is it's just so it takes 15 seconds to do the first paper. Now that does include the sort of setup, but that's just downloading HTML, so it doesn't take that long. But you can see here that, for example, this paper takes 10 seconds. That one takes 7. So I mean, it varies quite a bit, but overall it's definitely too slow, particularly as there are 200 papers. So I know that these blobs in particular are in page 29, but let's see. 19, there are some. Lots of them don't have it, but it's just certain types of graphs. It must be when they are exported out of Excel/Word that happens. So I think we'll wait for 19, and then what I should be able to do is in my display code here, if I've got this, so we should be able to switch it over like this, and then if we we should be able to then go back to var. CD. So we should be able to come back here, and then if we can we mv data right, and then just so if we symbolic link we want from PDF, and then just data, and then we want var energystats.co data, That's looking good. I'm not sure how much it... Ah! So there we are. Now the moment of truth, if we go down to 19, no weird dot things, and none in 29 either. So I think and hope they have been expunged. So I think we've been fairly successful there. The question is still how can it be sped up to some extent, because it does get to be painfully slow. You can see here this PDF number 35 takes 24 seconds to do, which is too long. But it's well, we shall see. I'll see if I can go back to... I'll do another stream soon, trying it in Rust, because it must be possible. And I'm still hopeful that there's a nice way to identify each graph separately, so they're not just lumped together. Because that is very frustrating, especially as it's very common for in papers to have to be exported from Word and Excel. I'm not sure. I haven't used LaTeX very much, so I don't know how different that is or how differently that operates. But a lot of the stuff that I've come across has been from Word, from the Office ecosystem, shall we say. So being able to identify graphs from that would be very useful. But hopefully this works. It seems to be ticking along. You can see here we're at number 45, about 6 minutes in. It was at about 65 before that I had the seg fault, and it happened multiple times. It's very bizarre. Python is not supposed to do seg faults because it's garbage collected, and so I don't know whether something deep in there has... Well, I guess the mu PDF or the FITS library which I'm using is written in C. So I guess it's most likely that there's some weird thing which has hit it. I mean, I don't know whether I'll still get it. So the next things are, I think, that I will do another stream trying to do the trying to do it in Rust, and I'll also do a stream going over how I've done the PHP to pull it out of the database. It's not terribly elegant, but just to go over it, and I might try and refine that. It would be interesting to add, I think I mentioned before, something more sophisticated searching, so that you could, let's say, search something in English and it would identify if it was in a paper in French, or just sort of general fuzzier search. And there are some products, and it'd be very interesting because, well, searching is very important and very powerful. So learning how to do that is very useful. And also, hopefully soon I'll do another stream on so here it has, and now this is in number 64. So it's in something about so it said it's on the something to do with getting the it's in here. So it's line 59. Where are we? That's weird. I wonder why it has. Which one was it? So this is. Oh, I guess they're not ordered. But yeah, so what I did before, in order to get around this, because I tried several times and I couldn't stop this, is that I just ran it again, but it skips over 64, which is a very unsatisfactory solution, but I'm really not sure what else to do. I could try looking up it. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't see why there would be anything particularly strange about that PDF, though it would be worth looking. But it's very frustrating how some things just randomly, well, seemingly randomly don't work, and it's not really random, but no. For a cause and reason that cannot be easily perceived by mere mortals. But this will take another 10 minutes to run or so. So I think I will end it soon. But thank you for watching. And stay tuned for more PDF graph adventures, and I will show off the search function that I've got so far. Not terribly sophisticated just in PHP, but it's still interesting nonetheless, and hopefully some more other random Rust projects like compression. And I'll be I'm looking into learning Julia, so I might just stream that, and also working on the proxy server for WebSockets and I suppose HTTP in general, which I'm planning to use either Erlang or Rust for. I'm going through the Learn Use Some Erlang book, which is excellent, but it's rather dense, and when I try the things on my own, I often get rather impenetrable error messages, which Erlang specializes in. But it is very interesting, and I hear that Elixir's are better. So hopefully you have all that to look forward to. Thank you for watching.